Hey everybody, I'm Adam Savage and I'm at FBFX in London along with co-founder Grant. How are you, my friend?
Good, thank you. How are you doing?
Grant, you guys have been you've made so many different things, but you've been making armor for almost your entire 30 years of business, am I right?
That is absolutely true.
So you pulled out some armor for us to talk about because this is armor from the movie Troy.
Yeah.
And these three costumes represent what, 1/100th of 1% of the number of costumes that you made?
Yeah, this is truly like, I'd say probably the very end of that period in filmmaking where a cast of thousands really could be a cast of thousands.
So Troy really was, when they show thousands of people in armies on the screen, they were thousands of people and you dressed them all.
Yes, obviously there's some digital replication,
Sure.
but in terms of anything we've ever done before or since, nothing anything like the scale of this. So
okay, so what were the numbers, sheer number of costumes?
So I think we did a little over 2,000 full suits
of armor
for it.
And you had like 8 years to prepare?
No, probably had a little bit longer than we would nowadays.
Wow.
The prep was a bit longer. I think maybe the whole thing, beginning to end, a little over 6 months probably.
6 months for 2,000 suits of armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had, I think, 6 armies.
All with different kinds of armor.
Yeah, and then obviously we had some of the principals in that, and then there was different ranks of generals and the soldiers. And
right.
So all of this, when you see in the film, all of those mass ranks on the beach, which was all shot in Mexico. Most of those camera shots where you can just, it's full frame, that's real people. That's not replicated. So.
I'm curious, in a production like that, where you're producing so many different iterations of armor, was the art department reasonably well behaved in terms of making its decisions so that you didn't have to iterate as much and were able to execute more?
It was a brilliant costume department, and we were really lucky because I'm obviously a big movie fan. And so this was the last film I think that costume designer Bob Ringwood designed.
Amazing.
So it was really nice to just get into a costume department and work with him just before he retired. Yeah, he's worked on a lot of films that I kind of love. It's sort of very open with his interpretation of what a Greek armor might be from those periods. And and sometimes those decisions are to make it easier. Sometimes are just because they're like kind of just an idea he has and he really wants to put it in. There's an armor over here, and this one, this is the mold of a bath mat from Bob Ringwood's hotel room.
No way!
So
he looked down in the hotel he was staying in and was like, wait, that would be good.
Yeah, so we got a load of these bath mats, and Bob managed to get a load of these bath mats, and then they were made into kind of
But these
armor
weren't
shape.
sewn out of bath mats. You molded the bath mats.
Yeah, so then bath mats were then, we kind of coated them with resin and molded them, and then they're again sprayed out in urethane, but very early days of urethane spray.
Yeah.
And I can see that because how badly we've done it compared to how we do it now.
You'd be doing it thinner?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Wow. Was it just you and Andrew doing the urethane back then?
No, there was, it seemed like there were a lot of us doing this particular production, but compared to nowadays, there might have been maybe 15 of us in the whole workshop, I think. So there were probably like a team of 4 guys just constantly sort of cleaning molds, spraying, demolding, waxing and then another team of 4 or 5 of us just constantly painting.
And a mold isn't going to last for 500 suits of armor. You need to keep remaking that mold every few dozen castings.
And a lot of these, looking at them, there's no way. So sometimes we'll make the mold with sprayed polyurethane, and those molds do last a long time.
Yeah.
Silicone molds, not so much. But as I look at these, I think pretty much most of these must have been out of silicone because there's so much undercut.
There's so much undercut and so much detail.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I mean, I look at this and it looks 100% like leather and brass, and it just seems like the illusion is almost total. It's so beautiful. The first time I learned about you guys, I bought a set of your Centurion armor from the movie Centurion. They were selling a bunch of suits on eBay, and I bought one for a song. It's still one of my favorite suits. And this was the first thing I remember being like, who the hell made this piece of leather out of plastic that looks so perfect? So you must have had, I mean, for a job this big, the information management is almost as important as the aesthetic management. You've got hundreds and hundreds of piles of things.
Literally things piled 4 or 5 feet high, like you're working through.
So did you, like, these were sitting in stacks and going through departments where different people were operating on
exactly
them?
that. And I remember it was just like rail after rail of things once as they were getting glued together and, you know, just put on rails. And then I know we were running out of space really fast.
So talk to me about this one. Can we bring this one over? I'm just curious.
Yeah, so this is like the original, so the original of this guy was kind of actually put together at the studio in-house thing so they lots and lots of little pieces of bamboo and cords sort of stitching it all around.
Oh my gosh.
And all the beadwork. So then we had to sort of bring it back and figure out a way to mold it and catch all this detail in it. And then of course these ones, of all of them, I remember probably fondly, maybe also maybe also with a slight sense of nightmare. So I was part of the paint team. We sat and worked out, obviously, all of the different tubs of like pre-mixed paint colors.
Oh, right, because there'd be a base, there'd be a top coat, there'd be this color, that color.
And the constant remixing and remixing because there was hundreds.
You're just going through the paint, right?
And then there'd be, I think, there were probably only about 5 or 6 of us around the table, but one person would put the base on, another person would put the next color on, and someone's doing the beads, someone's doing the highlights.
This is like the shots of the factory I see making hot toys, right? It's one person per painting operation.
Exactly that. So it just, that seemed to, my memory of this film is pretty much sitting around that table for 6 months, mixing paint and just kind of being one in a chain of people hand painting all this stuff.
And again, it's nothing but urethane rubber.
Yeah.
Were you able to be on set for this? Did you get to see the costumes in situ?
I wish I did. No, I didn't actually. No, I know, you know, obviously got a lot of friends who are out there, and it just did look pretty amazing. I think it was incredibly hot, so maybe that was best missed. But yeah, and what they did on the beach with all the kind of the wrecked ships and just having all these guys as an ensemble all together was,
I imagine,
pretty insane.
When you got to see the movie, it must have been such a thrill to see your swords and sandals on the screen, as it were.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, it's so beautiful. Okay, I want to talk about this guy here. I thought this was Hector, but it's not. It's
I think the armor's Paris.
Paris,
Yeah,
okay.
So.
Can we talk about this? This is also gorgeous. And
Sorry,
I don't feel like I didn't, it feels totally metallic until I touch it. And then I realize it's all plastic. Did you guys plate this in order to get this texture?
Yeah, I think this is probably one of the earlier examples of where we started kind of vac metallizing the urethane, and even on kind of flexible urethane.
Yeah, it's amazing
and then
how
kind of just figuring out with ourselves and with the supplier, who's actually the same supplier we've used, you know, for over 20 years now.
Amazing.
You know, just to be able to get this so that it stays on, it doesn't just craze away. And in fact, funny, I was looking at it again yesterday when we were pulling this out, and actually it amazes me because I think nowadays, we were really amazed when it happened. We had all these big belts, soft belts with this plating on, and it just stayed put throughout the whole production. I think nowadays it perhaps doesn't stay so well. And I don't know what's changed.
You think they were using a stronger formulation?
Yeah, so.
Amazing.
But you know, this one's been through the ringer. This one was in the movie. And it's still.
It's in beautiful
looks
shape.
In pretty good shape.
I think I noticed some of your early urethane work here. This is really a thin helmet. Very, very light.
Yeah. So we probably, and again, these ones, knowing they're heading for principals, probably sprayed a little thinner than a lot of some of the army ones were probably just a little bit more mass produced.
Yeah.
So.
Do you end up seeing parts of the costumes you built for Troy in other movies?
The downside of this material is it really does last forever. And so Troy, especially of all the films we've done, that armor has appeared in movie after movie after movie, where it's been in costume hire houses all across Europe and just pulled for every kind of fancy or sword or sandal film that's just been made since.
So it's taking business away from you.
Yeah, definitely. And then the same thing happened. There was around this period, we just went from one film to another, you know, Kingdoms, Heavens and King Arthur's, and there was just a lot of that stuff. And so at that period, we had made probably, I mean, I imagine we probably made like 10,000 suits of armor over a kind of 4 or 5 year period. And that stuff had just filled the costume houses of Europe.
You made all the armor anyone needed.
Yeah, basically. So,
That's kind of great. That's kind of a great encomium. Yeah, we're done, everyone. We made all the armor you need. You can make movies for another 20 years and then call us. Grant, it's so lovely to get a walk down memory lane to your guys. It's still the germinative part of the company, and
Oh, very much.
how amazing the work you guys were turning out even then is.
Oh, thank you.
Dude, it's such a thrill.
Thank you guys so much for watching. One of my favorite things we make in our tested store are demerit badges. These are like scout badges, but for screwing stuff up, because screwing up is not just a part of the making process, it is intrinsic to it, and we like to celebrate that. We've got 27 so far in the Supervisors bundle that you can go buy right now by clicking on the link in the description, but we also have a booster pack of some brand new patches. This is the demerit badge for burning off your eyebrow. I am proudly sewing that to all of my clothes. This is the demerit badge for having a messy workbench, which I do not get today. My workbench is super clean. And we have new octagonal patches that are, yep, merit badges. This is the merit badge for sweeping up your shop. Congratulations, I'm so proud of you. And this, oh my God, this is great. This is the merit badge for creating a clean space on your bench. Hey, we got to take our successes where they come and meet them there. Go to the tested-store.com or adamsavage.com to buy any of these, or click on a link in the description.